Hi, and welcome back to another edition of our video series here, just kind of walking through what I've seen, tricks and tips over my time in the lead gen industry. So if you're new with us, my name is Brandon. I'm walking through how I build and create and launch and maintain a lead gen site. And again, how it makes it really amazing to be able to do this. So highly encourage you to take a lot of what I'm telling you and use it through the Helm software as well. So I've been doing these video series for about 8 to 10 weeks now. And so I've been in this kind of position on my website here long enough that it's at the time where I would now go back and add more service pages, make sure my blogs are optimized, constantly adding new context and content to my website. So a few videos ago, I did a series on how to use ChatGPT or a prompt to be able to say, okay, here's Google's helpful content guidelines. Now evaluate my content and make tweaks accordingly. So I've implemented a lot of that. I've rolled a lot of that out. In my last video, I talked about mobile optimization. And today I want to show you a little about what I'm seeing statistically. So I have my website here, mold removal in Lake Charles, Louisiana. I'm going to pull up Ahrefs, and you can see some of my keywords are really starting to index quite nicely. My number one keyword that I've been going for is mold removal Lake Charles, LA, and you can see that I'm in the ninth position for it, which is really cool. So yes, this has been up for just maybe a month, maybe 2 months. I'm not exactly sure the timeline, but now we're starting to see my number one keyword is ranking quite well. So I'm really pleased with that so far. So it's cool to see my biggest keywords here on 3 different pages starting to index. So with that said, what I'm going to be doing now is kind of going back to the very beginning of my process, re-looking at a lot of my keywords list. Obviously, I had my main ones, my biggest target keywords that now I'm indexed and ranking for, which is really great. But there's a whole series of other deeper, smaller keywords that I want to be ranking for, and that's where I'm going to build out my service pages. So with my service pages, I've got mold inspection and mold testing, which you could see have indexed, and I'm ranking for. I'm 81st position with that one, which is not great, but that'll continue to rank. But at least it's indexed. That's definitely the first step. So when you're at this point and this stage of your website, this is really where you want to pull out a ranking tool like an Ahrefs or a SEMrush or something like that, and see what is working. Okay, so now I know what's working. Now I know that my main keywords are working. I know my optimization is strong. And so now I'm at a good spot. What I have not done is gone through and did mobile optimization on my service pages yet. You can see like even this click to call button here is not quite centered. So I want to make sure I go through here and really optimize all of my service pages. Looks like this should probably be in the middle here. I could obviously delete this, happy client. It looks like that was just a template thing that I missed. But again, now when you're at this time frame of your website, now it's really important to evaluate what is working and what is not working. So if you saw my very first videos, I took a lot of the keywords and I said, okay, here's how I'm going to optimize my keywords throughout these pages. Some of these pages like black mold and DIY mold removal that I have service pages for, I'm not ranking for them yet and I'm not indexing for them yet. So I'm going to relook at my content on those pages specifically and say, okay, why am I not indexing for any black mold keywords? Why am I not indexing for any mold cleaning keywords? I'm going to now go back through and try and reevaluate my content and see if there's a way that I can get some more stuff on there. So that is really the point of this video, is to say, okay, when you're at that 2 month mark, about that 8 week mark, it's very important to evaluate what's working and what's not working. At this point, your stuff should be indexed, your keywords should start to get to move. You should be at a really good spot with stuff being indexed. If it's not, there's got to be a reason, and we're going to look into some technical things. One small setting, as I talk, I'm not exactly positive where it is in this platform specifically, but it's kind of crazy that it even allows you to do this. But there is a setting that says hide from Google or hide from search results. And I have seen some students go through and have that accidentally checked and then wondering why nothing is happening on their side. So there are little settings like that that we just want to make sure we're on top of and see. So again, 8 week mark, check your rankings, tweak your content, search your keywords, figure out what's working, what's not working, and make changes from there. And then next week, we'll get into some deeper things about service pages.